And so here I am inside one of the rooms at the San Anselmo Inn. What a charming little place this is. And I'm here with Julie McNair, who owns the San Anselmo Inn, with her husband Peter, who I understand is out on the golf course today.
Yes.
Well, it's a beautiful day to be out golfing, and it's close by. Tell us a little bit of history about this building.
Well, the building itself turned 100 years old in 2007, and it was actually situated, the original building was situated where the Wells Fargo Bank is now, on the corner of Tunstead and San Anselmo Avenue. And in 1925 it was sold to a Mr. Carey, who picked up the building with horses and logs and moved it into the vacant lot, which is no longer vacant, and it's been here since 1925.
And how long have you owned it?
We're on our 10th year.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
What made you decide to open up a bed and breakfast?
My husband was coming up for retirement. He was a commercial airline pilot, and I'd always been in the service industry. I'd owned a coffee shop in England, and we came here, and I actually missed working with the public and being a part of the service industry, so we decided to look for a bed and breakfast. And this came on the market just about the year that he was retiring, and we viewed it and decided it had great potential, and that was in 1999.
Who tends to come stay here? And I'm sure you must have some stories to share as well.
Oh, yes. The majority, I would say, the vast majority of our guests are relatives of the families of San Anselmo. The grandparents. We've had a lot of weddings. We've had a lot of christenings here. We also have hosted students and other guests from the seminary. We also have a lot of business associates from businesses and merchants in town. They tend to come with us or to us to visit, and we do offer special rates for the local residents and businesses.
Rotarians come and stay here?
And Rotarians also. We had, once upon a time, international business Rotarians, and a few of them stayed here. We had a young Vietnamese who became ill because I think it was just too much for him. They were all in the city visiting, and at 9 at night he became hungry, and I went across the street to the Bistro 330, which is a French restaurant, and they provided me with a bowl of noodles. Couldn't believe there was no sauce involved, but he wanted noodles only because he was ill. And this was after they closed, and they kindly gave me noodles for my Vietnamese guest, and the next morning he was fine.
Well, I wanted to point out that there really is a collaboration, it seems, amongst all the businesses here in downtown. In fact, you're very involved with the downtown area. Tell me a little bit about that, your involvement.
Since I am the only inn, the guests that come here, we absolutely naturally would send them to the local restaurants and the local businesses here and the boutiques to go and shop. Everything is within walking distance, so they can walk out the door, and we give them a map, and they can go to any number of restaurants here, which San Anselmo is known for, and the antiques also.
Do you get attached to the people that come here, by the way, or keep in touch with people you meet?
We do indeed. We have a lot of repeat guests because they are relatives. You know, we have a lot of the grandparents. They bring their grandchildren for breakfast. We watch the grandchildren grow up. You know, especially Thanksgiving, they all come back again. We know who they are and what their preferences are as far as dietary needs or special pillows, you know, so we get to know them very well. It is like family for us also.
So I keep going back to the stories. So do you have a story of, a heartwarming story, or maybe someone got married here, had their baby here, and came back and visited that you still stay in touch with? Anything that stands out?
Most everybody. I think one time we had the father of the bride come, and he had forgotten practically everything at home in Chicago. So my husband provided him with socks and a belt, and we happen to have, of course, we always have sort of toiletries on hand and a shirt, so that he managed to go to give his daughter away with my husband's accoutrements, It's
a good way to start a marriage,
yes.
Thinking on your feet.
I think it was nerves. So.
What else is there to do? Because San Anselmo is so centrally located to so many other towns and things. What else do you recommend outside of San Anselmo?
There are a number of things to do, and you can walk to practically everything. We have a bicycle coalition here, a lot of cyclists. We have a coffee shop here that has music on the weekends with a lot of cyclists. We have a lot of hiking up at Phoenix Lake. There's, as I said, biking. There's strolls. There's lots of recreational activities here in San Anselmo, and also it's an easy access to the city into San Francisco by way of the Golden Gate Bridge.
You have a partnership with San Geronimo Golf Course, I understand.
We have a partnership. We have just developed a brand new partnership, which made sense. We should have done this a long time ago. We have packages with the San Geronimo Golf Course that you stay and play, actually. And we had our first ladies golf tournament, and it worked out very well. They played golf at San Geronimo, came to us, had dined at one of the local restaurants, came back, spent the night, and went back golfing again the next morning. It worked out very well.
Well, as a matter of fact, we're going to be heading there next to close out the show. So thanks for letting us stop by. I see you're adorable, and this is such a cute little suite. And I look forward to coming back and staying here myself one day.
Thank you. Look forward to it.
Thank you.